Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Hang on one second. I'm having a bit of an audio issue here. No. Aha. DH said, let there be music, and there was music. And Story Stitcher, welcome in, welcome in. So glad you could stay up and join us. And Toot, thank you for the hydrate. Just tweaking my window settings a little bit. Polly, welcome. Hello, Polly. So we've got people over on the YouTube and we've got people over on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, we have a couple of redeems up tonight. You can remind me to hydrate. You can change up the vibe of our lo-fi setting. Or you can make me do the thing. So if there's something related to tonight's activity that you'd like to have me do, I can do that. Within reason, of course. Change the vibes. Toot asking for the thunder. All right. There we go. How's that hit you? I know, the thunder's so good in this. Oops. Accidentally just opened up. There we go. Okay. My windows are good now. Story Stitcher is trying not to fall asleep on top of my phone with a stream running. That's okay. We are ultimate in cozy vibes. Ultimate in cozy vibes. And Toot says, the urge to redeem do the thing to make you move the frame. Why? Why are you evil? I said within reason. That's unreasonable. Toot's just a little bit of a troll. All right, so we got our vibes going on down here. You can also use the change the vibes command to bring out a different spirit to hang out with us if you'd like, or change the activity that we're doing. Really just change anything about that nice lo-fi environment we've got going on. If you're curious, it is the game Spirit City Lo-Fi, which is available on Steam. And I absolutely love it. Yes, and thanks to for throwing up the Spirit City command. I need to edit it since we're not doing the giveaway anymore, but Moon, welcome in. Moonface joining us. Moon is actually doing the same Sal that I'm doing, the Deadly Aquarium. So I was originally planning, and you'll know this if you are over on YouTube because the thumbnail shows the wheel spins. I decided not to do the wheel spins because I'm kind of hyper focused on this piece right now. So we're just working on this tonight because it's my stream and I can do what I want. But I hope you guys all have something lovely to hydrate with, that you have a project to work on, or maybe you're just snuggled up getting cozy, a game to play, something like that. It's Friday. It's been a long week. So just chill, relax, ease into the weekend with me. Story Stitcher says, I just finished my main knitting project, just needs seaming up. I know you're trying to be good and only work on lingering whips over the weekend. I know that feeling too well. Was that your the vintage lacy blouse that you were showing off in the server? It looked so good. If you're not in the Discord server, that's where a lot of members show off what they're working on, ask for advice or feedback on their crafting projects. We've got a great little community, huge depth of knowledge. And yeah, Story Stitcher's been making this beautiful 1940s vintage blouse that's like all lace, and it's this light blue color. It looks so just like delicate and airy and very pretty. And Polly says TGIF. Yes, indeed. Indeed. So I am working on the Deadly Aquarium. This is a stitch along. It's a mystery stitch along from Lola Crow. So you guys can actually see it on the screen. I've got a picture up there. So that's all I have of the pattern so far, is just the frame. So it's just showing this like old-fashioned aquarium. And then throughout May and June, and I think into July, the designer will release the patterns for the creatures that live inside the aquarium. But we'll only get like one at a time, one every week. So I'm trying to get the frame finished before the first clue drops, which is May 24th. And I am right on track to do that. Until August. Okay. Yeah, because I know there's 13 clues, but there are some like weeks off. So she builds in breaks for you to catch up if you're not able to keep up with one clue a week. So yeah, I am almost finished with the black, all the black in the pattern, which is the biggest chunk of the frame is the black, because it's the frame of the frame. I'm almost finished. I posted a picture earlier in the server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I posted a picture earlier in the server of the whole thing laid out because it's obviously larger than my than what I can fit. This is an 8x8 Q-snap. So the whole piece is quite large. And I'm just working on it in these little 8x8 chunks, which is about a sixth. I can do about a sixth of the pattern in this 8x8 square. So if you'd like to get in on the Sal, it's still open. You can purchase the pattern through Lola Crow's Etsy shop. And yeah, like you don't have to be finished the frame by the 24th. The pattern's going to be available in ad infinitum, even after the Sal's over. So there's absolutely no pressure to keep up or like stitch on a schedule. Birdie, welcome. First time catching a stream live, and this is definitely the vibe you needed. It has been a long week. Yeah, I totally feel that. I feel that. Well, I'm so glad you could catch us live. I think you were saying that you hadn't watched one of the live streams, and then you watch one, you're like, okay, yeah, the vibes, the good vibes. So yeah, we're aiming for a real chill stream today. Grab something to drink. Grab a project to work on. And if you're on YouTube and you'd like to switch up the Spirit City vibes, just let Toot know, and they can make it happen. Just because I can't do point redeems on YouTube, it's a whole thing. So I picked up a set of needles of embroidery, not embroidery, tapestry needles. That's the name of the thing that we use here in this craft. Because I was using basically the biggest tapestry needles I could find, because I was having hand tremor issues when I was using small knitting needles. So I kind of assumed that the smaller the tapestry needle, the worse the tremors would be, the same as knitting needles. But that is actually not at all true. So I've been experimenting with using smaller and smaller needles. And it has made quite a difference in my stitching already. I picked up a pack because I've been using 18s. I picked up a pack of 22, 24, and 26. The 26 is still like a little too thin for me. I kind of feel like I'm constantly going to bend them. But the 24 seems to be like a good fit for me. That's what I'm using now. And I think it's actually making my backs a bit neater. It could be totally unrelated, like just total coincidence that I happen to have a neater back at this point. But my backs have been neater since I started using the smaller needles. Because, like, usually my backs are a bit of chaos. You can kind of see down here. There's a lot of, like, bunched up threads. And this is the back of the sign. It's pretty bad. Titty, welcome back. Thank you so much for the sub, Titty. Almighty Titty, friend of the stream. Thank you so much for the sub. I know, nobody likes ads. I'm so glad you could join us. Get nice and cozy. We're having a lovely chill kickoff to our weekend. I was just showing how, like, usually my backs are a bit of chaos. Like, this is the back of the sign and it's just a mess. But the last... Oh, I said that and then I got a tangle right there. But today this has been my back, which is a lot neater. A lot neater. Except for right here. I don't know what happened there. Well. Thank you, Moon. It looks so neat, except for this little bit right here. But that's okay. So if you look at the test stitch in the corner there, I'm working on the top center bit, and I've actually gotten most of the rest of the frame done. So the top center and the top right, I still need to fill in the other colors. But I've done all of the black at the top right. So yes, if you're working on this along with us or working on any other projects, please let me know. I'd love to hear about what you've got going on. Story Stitcher said you were working on whips. That's very noble of you. And Toot is working into Tui into perpetuity. Amazing. Yeah, Toot's Audrey 2-piece from Little Shop of Horrors. It looks amazing. It's gonna look so cool when it's off the hoop. Because I've only been able to see it in like little bits and pieces. Moon's not sure what they're gonna work on tonight. That's okay. Sorry, I got distracted by thinking I did a heck. Brady says, glad to be here. Right now you're trying to get through the rest of a Mother's Day gift that you accidentally neglected. Oh dear. Yeah, honestly, I can never remember when Mother's Day is going to be. It's this Sunday, by the way. Moon says, I'll try to do the sign for the Sal, which I don't really have to rely on the pattern for. Yeah, that's true. Because especially if you're just filling in with the driftwood. I would recommend looking at the pattern for the back stitching for the alphabet. Because the Q was, I think there's a quarter stitch in the Q. Anyways, there was something slightly hinky about the sign that I needed to check and recheck the pattern for with the back stitching. Story, she said, currently focusing on 2 whips, 1 pair of worsted weight socks that need to be done for Christmas, and a shawl for your best friend. Aw, that's so sweet. Worsted weight socks are such a joy to knit because they go so quick. I think I did a slight heck. Did I do a slight heck? Please hold. I did do a slight heck, but we're going to pretend it wasn't there. And thank you, Toot, for triggering the acronym of the day. Acronym of the day is when I provide you with an acronym that's pretty well known, or at least exists, and you let me know what other things it could stand for. So today's acronym of the day is SAL, S-A-L. And Toot suggests some ADHD limericks. Or soon all L's. Soups all Larry's. I hope it's not soon all L's. I would like some dubs. Moon says senior attacker launches. I think that might be a headline for Toot. Polly says sleepy alpaca llamas. Aw, cute. I like that one. All right, I'm going to tick off what I've done on the pattern because if I don't, I will get lost again. It says sudden anchor lift. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. No, stop it. When I don't tick off what I've done, I get irreparably lost. I'm using Pattern Keeper on my Kindle. So it shows up in the corner how many stitches you have done, how many stitches you have left. So I am at 73%. I've done 473 stitches today. So yeah, making good progress. And once I get the black done, it's going to be a lot of like filling in and not a lot of counting, which is kind of why I wanted to finish all the black. Toot is angry at counting. Ooh, a hydrate. Thank you very much. Thanks for the hydrate. I am tonight hydrating with, of course, my emotional support Bepsis. As well as the as a Fresca. Moon just said, "There, you mean there's less counting on the filigree? Sorry to disappoint." Oh no. Am I in for more counting after I finish the black? I was hoping I could just use the black as like a waypoint. If wishes and butts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a very fine Christmas. That's very true. I guess I should stop hoping for the impossible and just learn to count while doing counted cross stitch. My crafting mojo has been variegating vacillating, waffling, oscillating. It's been whipping around all over the place this week. I don't know if you guys experience this, if you're multi-craftual, but like sometimes your interest in one craft waxes and wanes, and one craft will be your main focus and the other ones kind of fall to the wayside. So I was very hyper focused on cross stitch, and then I started experimenting with ways to knit more comfortably, and then it was like a whole new world of knitting opened up, and all I wanted to do was knit for about 3 days, and now I'm right back to cross stitch. Toot says nope. Yes, Toot does one thing at a time. I do many things all of the time. But I found when I started getting back into knitting, and Story Sister kind of mentioned this too, I have so many whips that like, it was kind of like, okay, I'm knitting again. I should get some of this stuff done. And then it was like weighing on me. And I didn't want to do anything because I had just these unfinished projects looming over me, which of course you would think the solution would be to stop starting new projects and actually finish something. And I mean, that's definitely one solution. But I think that's carrying a lot of guilt until you get to that point, which, as we all know from crafting, could be a years-long process to get through all of your whips. Duke gave us another Sal. Sucks, anxiety lingers. Holly cross-stitched at work today. Let's go. And you're knitting now? Nice. Yeah, I've been switching back and forth the last couple of days. And Story Stitcher says, I did that with writing the last few days. I picked up a creative writing project and didn't really knit a lot. Yeah, like it's not that I don't have enough time or energy for multiple crafts. It's just that if my brain wants to do something, my brain wants to do something. And it won't be happy until I'm doing the thing. So I'm trying to be more gentle with myself overall. And like at the end of the day, if I don't finish a few knitting projects, it's more important that I'm enjoying my knitting. And right now, have the act of knitting, rediscovering the act of knitting is more important to me than having a finished knit object. You threw your whip down out of the window? Okay, good. If you're not motivated, you'll just not do it. So forcing yourself to knit a whip you don't like, you'll not knit at all. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, sometimes I do get in a good mode where I'm really motivated to finish stuff and I really want to finish stuff. And that's cool when it happens, but it doesn't happen all the time. And that's okay. Polly says, I can't really take the sweater at work right now because you're keeping track of the sleeve decreases on your app on the tablet and can't take the tablet to work. Yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to do fiddly counting mathy bits, it's no longer a good work project. So I'm not worrying about my previous whips. If I get back to them, if I find that I am able to knit more comfortably with circulars in the future, awesome. There's so many things that I want to make, that I want to have as finished objects that I've already started, that I'll be really happy to get back to them when and if I can. But I'm not going to be too hard on myself if that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? So I've got my current knitting whips are a sweater, the Usagi sweater from Moon that I've worked on a couple of streams. And then I started a cardigan for myself. I was working on Straya. I don't know if you guys ever saw my Straya cardigan. But basically I frogged that because I didn't get very far. And I'm redoing it as a worked flat pieced cardigan with the same kind of insane rainbow colors. So I'm really happy with that. And Toot bringing up our wisdom. Always follow the wisdom socks. Run fun. And no run, no fun. Take easy, also important. Eat healthy. Tie laces. Sleep only on left side. And if we remember these wise words, we will live a long, happy life and win many foot races against turtles. I'm already getting lost as to which stitch I'm on. I have a really bad habit of not ticking off my stitches for several rows. Hey, Vampazza, welcome back. Oh, yay, that's right, you got your fabric. I'm so glad you're able to start it with us. Vampazza is joining the stitch along. Got a beautiful hand-dyed fabric. Beautiful. It's like a blue-green. It looks like waves. It's so pretty. So, they shared that in the server. 1, 2, 3, 4. How are you liking the project so far? Sorry for that. You're loving it? Good. I was saying how I'm really enjoying this pattern because it's hitting a really lovely sweet spot between pixel art and like I don't know the word I'm going for, but like non-cross stitch art that was made to cross stitch. So if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, I think it's lovely. I love this design style. Oh, that's really good to know. Lola Crow posted on Facebook if you're running behind to focus on the right side. So that's what you're focusing on at the moment. Okay. Of course, the right side is what I left for the last, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Composite says, I know, I wanted to save the right for last too, left to right by nature. It wasn't just that. I wanted to do the sign first. The little deadly aquarium sign. I wanted to do that bit first. And that's on the left. So that's what I did. I think in that case, Moon, you're ahead of the rest of us then, because you've got your right side completely finished. I believe. Or have you not done the bottom yet? I can't remember. I know you've done the top because the Gull Boys. I'm so bad at keeping up with anybody on Facebook or Instagram. Especially Instagram. I don't know. It's the algorithm and the fact that it's nothing but algorithm and you can never find the most recent post. I sound like such a boomer. I am such a boomer. I'm sorry. I like my stuff in chronological order. Kids these days. Thank you. Thank you for validating that. I am right and it has changed. Story Stitcher says I block the Explore tab on Instagram and only check on stories and posts on my feed. I basically only look at the stories now. I have no idea how to like post stories of my own. But I only look at the stories because then at least I know that they're recent stuff from people I actually follow, if that makes sense. I felt a knot forming. No knots, only neat backs here. That's a lie. I will never be the president of the Neat Back Club. Orchid, welcome. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you could join us, Orchid. Another recent devotee to the cross-stitch cult. Yeah, no wheel tonight. We're going for lo-fi, chill, easing into the weekend vibes tonight. And the wheel, while it's fun, is not so chill. Sorry to clickbait you there. Oh no, not the chaos. Orchid says it's so freaking nice out today. Oh, that's good. Were you able to get out for a walk or hang out in the sunshine? 27. That doesn't sound nice. That sounds too hot. Too hot. And thank you for the hydrate, Toot. Well, I'm able you were glad. I'm able you were glad. I'm glad you were able to go out and enjoy the nice weather. See, now that I've been talking about my knitting whips, I really want to switch to knitting. It's like, no, I want to finish this black, but also knitting, though? You went to a bookstore and looked for cross-stitch books? Yes. Yes. Welcome to the cult. Did you find anything good? There's a YouTube channel called Cross Stitch the Globe, and they have done a series of videos called that are basically looking at the most expensive cross stitch kits, cross stitch patterns, and cross stitch books. So kind of the most sought after, the rarest, the out of print, and some of these books and patterns are like insanely expensive. I think one of the lists jumped to $1,200. I think it was the kits. The most expensive things on the list were like $1,200. Yeah. It's really, really interesting. Thank you, Moon, for the emote spam. Everyone, feel free to spam emotes so you can see them jumping around the screen. But yeah, it was a really interesting video. I'll drop you the link so you can check them out. Because it was really cool. And it was so funny because Moon told me about the video first, and I said I bet a lot of them are the Thomas Kincaid Disney cross stitches, and without having seen the video, and I was 100% correct. A lot of them were the Disney Thomas Kincaid cross stitch kits. It's called Polly. It's called Cross Stitch the Globe. Story Stitcher says, I got a book about books used today because 30 pounds is too much for, yeah. I am a book person. I love books. I do not spend a lot of money on books, especially not anymore. The backlog, my friends, the backlog is real. I actually had a couple of holds come in at the library, and I just know I'm not going to be able to read them, so I passed on them for the moment because I know I'm not in the place to consume new media right now. Although I think I might be. Like, I really want to watch the newest Chucky's, the newest season of Chucky, and some other horror movies. So, but I'm not up to reading new books at the moment. But Looking Glass Sound was one that I've heard really good things about. It's like a horror magic realism novel, And then the One of Us is Lying like series. I read One of Us is Lying quite a few years ago, and it's very good. It's very Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, that kind of vibe. I read the entire book in one day, and then I found out a couple months ago that it's actually part of a series. It's the first one of a series, so I was really excited to find that out because I absolutely loved the first one when it was a standalone. There's only so much time in the day, right? You want to watch this, and you want to watch that, you want to do this, you want to do that, and then you have to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon, and you know, it's hard. Also, hi Catherine. Hello. I forgot to say that earlier. Catherine says hi too. Yes, the waving astronaut emotes. So there's a few of you here. I wanted to run something by you guys. Just gauge some interest. I was thinking next week of one of our streams instead of watching me cross stitch like this. If you guys would be interested in hanging out while I do some pattern designing. Like I'd show it on screen as I'm designing in WinStitch, and kind of show you my process for that. I don't know if you would be interested in that, if that's something that would be cool, or if you'd rather like keep the crafty chats like this, just working on stuff. So, love to know what you guys think. I've been doing a little bit more pattern designing lately. Got a new program for it, which I was playing around with today, and it's lovely. Like, I love Stitch Fiddle, and Stitch Fiddle is free to a certain point. There's certain paywalled features, but it is free for quite a lot. And I thought it was like great and you couldn't topic. And then I started using this other program, and the amount of work that I don't have to do now, it's so lovely. Moon says absolutely, and Polly says yes, I would. Oh, okay, cool. So maybe we'll do that one day next week. But yeah, I'd love to get back to designing patterns. I kind of took a break because I went a little bit too hard on the Etsy shop. I had a little like mental panic about stuff and went a little bit too hard on the Etsy shop. So I took a step back, but we are back up and running. There was a shop update today. If you're in the Discord, you would have seen that announcement. And I can show you guys what went up in the shop today, if you would like. And Toot just threw up a link. So it's the Cozy D8 shop on Etsy. We have patterns, we have knitting notions, and now we have needle minders. Let me just finish these few stitches and I'll show you what came out today. I just opened it up so I could like show you guys, and there's 49 items in my shop. I was like, this is amazing. That's so many items. And I know a few of you have already ordered, and I am so grateful to you for that. So thank you so much to those of you who have already ordered. You are very, very much appreciated. Okay, so this is the shop. What I was working on today is we've got needle minders now. Yay! Oh, heck. Something went wrong. I have to figure that out. There should be another listing here. But we've got the upcycled paper crafting needle miners. So this is like the Trippy Tarot pack. And then we've got, oops, why is everything opening in a new tab? What have I done? What have I done? And then we've got these like witchy cartoon mouse ones, but they're super cute. And then if these are more of a traditional, non-traditional needle minder, they're metal enamel. You can get Chucky or Annabelle or both. So there's a discounted price if you get both of them. So Story Stitcher says, had to snatch the bookish ones. You all are called Story Stitcher for a reason. Absolutely. But I do have more of those. So I should... The listing should not have disappeared like it did. So I have to make sure those get back up. So yeah, we have needle minders. Go check them out. I send them out letter mail. We talked about this a little bit in the server. We send them out letter mail so that I can keep the shipping costs low even if you're overseas. And then it's there's a slight additional cost if you order more than one thing. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. So the needle minders are all new. If you are a knitter or a crocheter, I have progress keepers. These cute, spooky progress keepers. So they've got a lobster clasp on them. And they hook right into your work. If you are a knitter, I have, actually these would work for crochet as well, because they're the light bulb stitch markers. Again, spooky, cute. And then the patterns, we have knitting patterns. We have crochet patterns. And we have cross stitch patterns. 15 cross stitch patterns already, which is amazing to me. So I've got a lot of Phasmophobia, Five Nights at Freddy's, Valorant. There's going to be quite a few Valorant patterns. And then just a couple of other ones. So yeah. So that is the Etsy shop. So the needle minders are all new as of today. Go and check them out if you're interested. Anything that's ordered today or over the weekend, I will get out on Monday when I can get to the mailbox. So yeah. So just tooting my own horn a little bit there. I'm very proud of what I've done with the Etsy shop, and I have so many ideas bringing new patterns to you. Yeah. There's going to be some Fraggle Rock ones I'm working on. There's more Valorant ones. There's more Phasmo ones. There's more just kind of non fandom related stuff that I've been thinking about as well. So yeah. And the Discord is the first place that I announce all of the shop updates. So if you do want to be the first in the know, that is the place to be. Doing self-promo for the Etsy and even for the streams, it's so, like, awkward for me. But I do it because I'm genuinely proud of the stuff I put out. And I love this little community and I'm really happy to see it grow. So that's why I kind of keep doing it, even though it doesn't come naturally to me, for sure. And if you guys have your own projects, your own streams, your own YouTube videos, your own Etsy shops, and you join the Discord, we do have a channel for that. You do have to be a member for a certain amount of time. You have to be an active member, because we don't want people just promoing and not actually participating in the community. But if you are a member of the community, we do have a promo channel in Discord so that you can show us what you're up to, let us know what you have on offer. And yeah, I love supporting other small creators. It's community over competition. And thank you, Toot, for putting up the link to the Discord again. Nightbot's on it. Nightbot and Toot are my hype squad. All right, guys, we've been stitching for about an hour now. We're not going to do a treat eat tonight because we don't have any critter friends out with us today. But just take a break, stand up, stretch. Ooh. Shift position, grab something to drink. Oh, that one was good. This is one of my favorite stretches. There's a name for it that's really silly, but I can't remember it. But you basically just grab your fingers and pull them. Not too hard. You don't want to cause yourself pain, but just kind of pull them until the joints resettle. And it really helps when I've been stitching for a while. Yeah, so just stand up, stretch, shake it out. We've been sitting in the same spot for a while. So you want to make sure you're nice and loose and not going to get all shrimped up and uncomfortable. The phalange tango. I don't think it's actually called the phalange tango, but it really should be. So you guys know I used to be a healthcare worker. I still am a healthcare worker. Heck it, I still am a healthcare worker. So part of my training was anatomy training, which I was using quite a bit this past week when I was doing my knitting science and testing out different positions and techniques for knitting, because I was taking notes as to exactly which parts of my hands and arms hurt. And I was using the most specific language I could come up with to describe where things were hurting. Like, this is the scaphoid. This one, this is your ulna. So this bit doesn't really have a specific name, but this bit was always hurting me. So I was using like really specific language, so I knew exactly what each of the knitting methods was doing to my hands. I'm gonna try and get that video out for Wednesday's video. Because my science won't help anybody else pick a method for themselves, because it's completely my body and it's nobody else's body. No one's body works exactly the same as anyone else's body. But I'm hoping that you will find the methodology that I used interesting, and maybe take that as inspiration for doing some science of your own. Tori, welcome. Tori, new friend, also a streamer and a YouTuber. Does a lot of gaming content. If you're looking for some good Let's Plays to throw up in the background while you're doing your crafting. Also did a 24 hours of cross stitch video that came out just before mine. Michelle still hasn't put out her 24 hours of cross stitch video. That'll be interesting to see. Moon was saying in her stream the other night, because Moon, also a streamer, we're just a community of streamers. Moon was saying in her stream that from since 24 hours of cross stitch, that's kind of kicked her butt into gear in terms of cross stitching as well. Tori says, "Ooh, finally able to catch you live. How are you?" I'm good. Bella's good. This is Bella. I'm surprised it took her this long to figure out I was streaming, because as we know, stream time is harass father time. But yeah, we're good. Did a little shop update today of some needle minders, and did some cleaning and housework and stuff that I hadn't gotten to for the rest of the week. We've had a ton of medical appointments lately, and we've got more coming up next week. So everything's a little bit crazy around the house, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm really glad that we're moving into a quieter weekend. It's going to be nice and chill. Yeah, so that's why we're kicking it off with our Chill Friday stream. And Bella is here. Hi, Bella. I don't know how well you guys can see, but she's just loving against the... Yeah, there she goes. Polly says streaming time is all hail Bella time. Yeah, pretty much. She's knocked over my pattern keeper. No, Bella, get off the keyboard. Thank you. Oh my heck. What am I going to do with her? Tori says, yeah, lots of appointments is rough, but the quiet afterwards is the best though. Yeah. When you can get home and just kind of vegetate for a little while, and you've got your kids around you and you just chill. That's good. And the ones coming up next week, they're all local to us. We don't have to travel very far, which is really nice. No, Bella, we don't lean on the keyboard. Oh, okay. I'm apparently playing Xbox now. Bella, why are you like this? Okay. Oh, is it because the keyboard's too close and you can't lay down? Okay. There you go. Now you can lay down. The keyboard was too close. Now that she can lay down, everything is fine. Here. Bella, should I just move the camera? It's now just the Bella show. This is all you guys get now. It's just Bella all the time. Bella is now stand. I'm just seeing how long she's going to tolerate this. She hasn't moved. So yeah. Bella is the oldest of our cats. She is 15 now. She is everyone else's mama kitten. She's got, you know, a lot of work to do. She has to groom all the others. She has to watch over the colony. She has to scream at us because, well, without her screaming, we just forget to feed them. Like, they'd never get food if we weren't screamed at. Yes, Toot. I said, how long can she stand it? How long being a stand? Funny joke. You ready for some more Bella time? Belly. Who's your pretty girl? Welcome, Sai. Welcome. It is Hail Bella time. We're just giving Bella some love. She's a good kidder. But yes, hi Sai, welcome in. Glad to see you. Another convert to the cross stitch cult. Give Bella a heckin' treat. Do the thing. I've got to load back up on my treats here. All right, let's see. Move the camera a little bit so you guys can see her. My bag of desk treats is getting real low. Bella, here, you want to look at the camera? Bella. Good girl. You have to get it. Okay. That's my finger, but that's okay. Okay, Bella, give me a sec. I just realized that the captions aren't captioning. Bella, give me a sec. Okay. All right, this is fine. This is happening now. All right, here you go. More treats. Treats for Bella. Oh, okay. We dropped a treat. That's fine. Okay, that's it. There's no more treats in this bag. I need to get more treats. Yeah, no more treats. You can sniff. You can bite. Bella's also missing 2 of her canines. So when she bites you, it's not such a big thing. And Pazza says so cute. Yeah, she's a precious little bean. She's such a little kitten. Like, you would not think that she's as old as she is. She's always been our perma kitten. She's a little baby. Yeah, you're a little baby. I have no more treats. You ate them all. Like, literally, I have no more treats. She will get every last crumb of treat from Father's fingers. You want to try these fingers? No, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Hey, pretty girl. Yeah, heck, Crossstitch. This is just zoo chat now. Tori says Merc is missing 1 canine and both of them extend beyond her lower lip since she was little, so it now looks like she has 1 vampire fang. Yeah, she lost one quite a while ago, and her lip kind of scarred where it was. So she definitely has this like slightly piratical look to her from some angles. From other angles, she's just a sweet, precious little baby. She's purring, and she seems to be enjoying the pets. But she was giving me this, like, death look. Okay, now we're cleaning the beans. Alright, we're settling. I recently bought, you can see it just here. I recently bought this mouse mat to give myself more of a working space. The cats have decided that it is cat space, and now I can use my keyboard and mouse even less because there's always a cat there. And yeah, Toot is calling into question my decision to not set up a critter cam because our critters will not be denied their time in the spotlight. Bella's not quite settled. You can see she's still looking around for treats. She's ready. She's ready for treats. Okay, now are you gonna settle? Just in front of Daddy's pattern? Yeah. That tracks. That tracks. Yes, Tori, relaxing stitchy time is exactly what we are here for. Lurk, hang out, chill. Oh, and Polly's going to take off. I'll see you soon. Have a good night, Polly. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you, but I'm sure I will. All right, taking bets. Has Story Stitcher fallen asleep? So Sai and Orchid have both picked up cross stitch due to our terrible, terrible influence. Wonderful influence. And they are both doing so well, so quickly. Like, their first pieces are so neat and so cute and so fast. I'm so proud of both of them. Sai says lies. No lies. I speak only truths. I love your cat bookshelf piece. It's so cute. And Orchid's done like 4 cross stitch pieces in the last week. I don't even know. All right, I have 191 stitches of black left. I don't know if you can see that. 191 stitches of black left. They're all here in the highlighted green area. My toxic trait is thinking I can get those done in the next hour and 10 minutes. No, the next 40 minutes before the end of stream. Can I do it? I mean, I probably can't do it before bed, but before the end of stream, let's find out. Sai says, I do love the cat bookshelf pattern. I can't wait to finish it once I stop being fatigued and sleepy all day. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. But, you know, some days your body needs rest, and it's better to take a break before your body takes one for you. Sai says, I know, but I want to do all the things. I know. I also wish to do all of the things. However, we cannot do all of the things. We are old people. We are old and tired. And most of us are chronically ill. And yes, like Toot says, take easy also important. I started a new thread when I'm still working on my last thread. Guys, my brain. My brain. But yeah, I definitely get wanting to do all the things. Like I want to cross stitch all the things. I want to knit all the things. And then Sai and Mr. Sai have been having me wanting to get into D&D, and like I have not had the brain space to look into that. And I really want to. So there's so much cool stuff to do in this world, guys. There's so much cool stuff. Right now, I feel like the world's slowest dot matrix printer. Just going up one row at a time. Melody, welcome in. Yes, that is, Mr. Sai has been giving me a ton of recommendations. I'm going to start watching Dimension 20. One of their campaigns. I haven't gotten there yet. But yeah, I'm really interested. And Mrs. Sai says, take my time. That's the good thing about D&D. It's not going anywhere. That's very true. It is not going anywhere. But Melody, welcome. I'm so glad you could join us. If you guys are working on anything tonight, let me know what you're working on. I'd love to see. The most important rule of D&D, you never have enough dice. Oh no. I actually do have a small collection of D10s. And then of course I have like D6s because that's a dice. Toot says, I feel this, meaning the fatigue and sleeping. With the fibro and the CFS, my toxic trait is forgetting that enjoying something doesn't make it a zero spoon activity. I am really, really guilty of this in that I think that things are zero spoon activities, and Toot is trying to help me learn, but I am very stubborn. But sometimes the things we love to do are still tiring. Mr. Sai has been trying to get Sai to learn D&D, and 5 years later, you still know nothing. Okay, that makes me feel better. Toot and I actually play a lot of Munchkin, which I've heard is like D&D light, basically. And of course, I am in a nerd periphery of D&D. Like, you know when you're not into the thing, but you're around enough people that are into the thing that you know stuff about the thing? Sai, we're always going to be here. Even if you need to rest and take a few days off, we're still going to be here. Your crafts are still going to be here. I know that my content, especially my YouTube videos, have attracted a lot of people who are chronically ill. And I hope that they find that this is a safe space for them to talk about their experiences, talk about things that have helped them, talk about things that they have found challenging in ways that they found around it, or reach out for help in ways that they've, in finding ways around it. Like my knitting video that's going to come up where I look into ways to make knitting more comfortable for myself. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. And Sai said I told him I would learn if we did Vampire the Masquerade. All right. All right. I heard that a new one of those was starting up on Discord. A new big Vampire the Masquerade game. I thought I picked up my Pepsi. I picked up my Fresca. Fresca's delicious. It's not Pepsi. Unexpected grapefruit. Oh, but speaking as a healthcare worker, grapefruit can interfere with a lot of SSRIs and different medications, keep it from working correctly. However, there is not enough actual grapefruit in a can of Fresca to mess with your medication. Just FYI. Unexpected grapefruit would totally be a Munchkin card. It would be. Yeah, it's always good to look up what interacts with your meds. Like, for example, Toot takes iron at night and has orange juice with it to help her body absorb the iron more easily. However, my medication works less effectively if I have vitamin C at the same time. So I can't drink orange juice with my meds. So it's just an interesting thing. Not vitamin C, citric acid. That's what I meant. Vitamin C for me, citric acid. Yes. Okay. I was like, wait a second. No, I did mean, I don't know what I mean. Anyways, Toot, drink orange juice good. Me, drink orange juice bad. Toot says what I'm hearing is I should eat sour candy with your meds. I mean, you could. Orange juice is probably has more nutrients in it than sour candy, but sour candy equally valid source of citric acid. Remember, people, food has no morality. Sour candy are the best. I have Sour Patch Kids on my desk right now. So good. Toot is like a hardcore sour person where if they aren't in pain, it's not worth it. I'm not quite that into sour. Your favorite are the sour belts you get from the mall's candy store. Oh yeah, the sour belts are good. I like dino sours. Those are my favorites. because like I don't the sours that are like coated in sugar are not my favorites, but like sour jubes. I love sour jubes because dino sours are basically sour jubes in the shape of dinosaurs. Sai and Toot are bonding over sour candy. Toot says they hecked up their digestive system as a kid eating crybabies and would do it again. Yep. Crybaby tears. Sorry. I didn't realize there was a difference. Oh, there is a difference. Oh no. Educate myself. Oh no. Sai has burnt their taste buds off on the tongue several times from sour belt. Would do again. Yeah. That's a familiar sensation in this household. Not so much for me. So we're moving into the weekend. Anybody got any plans? Anything big coming up? I am planning on chilling and relaxing. I'm gonna see if Toot is up to watching some scary movies. Maybe. But I know they are knee deep in another Stardew run, so I might just watch Ancient Aliens. I love Ancient Aliens. If Sai stays awake, Japanese garden and popsicles. Oh, you mean the good vegan popsicles? Toot, we're gonna go see Sai. Yeah, we're gonna get the good vegan popsicles with Sai and Mr. Sai. And then Mr. Sai and I will buy Lady Sai and Toot some sour candy. And they'll go eat their sour candy and we'll talk about D&D and it'll be a great weekend. ticking off the stitches because I'm having trouble tonight, apparently. Keeping track of where I'm to. I do not know how I used to stitch on paper patterns. Like, I would cry if I couldn't use Pattern Keeper now. I don't know if you guys can see. There's like this little curlicue over here with nothing above it. So I'm just doing all of the stitches in that curlicue, and then I'll stitch across to this side and do all the stitches in that curlicue, and then that'll reduce the kind of stitching area a little bit, so I don't have to go as far for each row. I generally like to go row by row or motif by motif. So like on this pattern, you can see that there's the little seagulls. So I like doing like an entire seagull at once. But for the backgrounds and stuff, I like doing it like the world's slowest dot matrix printer. Just one row at a time. Thank you for the hydrate, Titty. I'm sure Titty's plans for this weekend include lots of Valorant. Time to drink a bottle of water. I don't have water. I have Bepsis. Suffer, suffer, and suffer. Those are your plans. All right. Well, are you suffering with friends at least? Maybe might go play Pokemon Go with a group of friends at the movies. Oh, that sounds fun. So streams next week are going to be same schedule as this week. Monday 6:30 p.m. and Friday 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I may get a video up on Wednesday. I'm going to try, but I do give myself grace if I can't hit that Wednesday every time. So, and yeah, one of those streams will be a designing stream. So you guys, it'll be all on the computer and you can see kind of how I go about designing patterns. Excited for that, Sai? That's awesome. I have such a huge list of like pattern ideas. The backlog is quite large. You want to start making your own patterns? You already have ideas? Okay, awesome. So I'll make sure when I'm doing that stream, I'll put together some resources for people who are interested in getting started. There's a very good video by Michelle May, the Giddy Stitcher, talking about different cross-stitch programs that are available and kind of their ease of use and things like that. But yes, it is when you realize that you can kind of make your own stuff, it's very addictive. Toot will send me messages. Personal bespoke pattern designer. I would like a pattern that is this. And then it goes on the list. Oh, you sent a few during this stream? Okay. I will check those out. I'd love to do a few more based on our stream graphics. If you're here for our special celebration stream a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago now, actually, I designed a cross-stitch pattern based on our penny heart emote, just for people who came to that stream. And I kind of like to do a little bit more of that, working with Mickey and Orchid, our artists, of course, making sure they get full credit where credit is due for their work. But I think that'd be fun to have like some cozy DH themed cross stitches. But it really is, it's a craft that just dovetails so nicely with nerd stuff. Because it can be pixel art. It's highly creative. And just the people who tend to be into it tend to also be giant nerds. At least in my experience. Dark Side Detective cross stitch, yes, that needs to go on the list for sure. I think some of it is already on the list, but it definitely needs to go on the list. I need like a Blood Wolves cross stitch patch or something. All right, Sai. I got Sai hooked on this game, Dark Side Detective. Which I was actually gonna play on stream. I still might play it on stream at some point. that it's like a point and click puzzle adventure, kind of loosely inspired by like Twin Peaks and X-Files and that genre, but it's so good. Sai loves Officer Dooley. Officer Dooley is a genuine cinnamon roll of a human being. Duly noted. Yeah, I keep wanting to ask you like where you are in the game, but I can't figure out how to do it without being spoily. So I will just like sit here and vibrate until you're finished. There was another game, Case 4, Police Farce. Okay. I have to look up where that is. There was another game that was giving me similar vibes. I can't remember. It was the one where you're the serial killer and also the cop. But it was similar pixel art and like each case was a videotape. I feel like I'm describing a fever dream. And I don't think Toot played it. I think we watched someone else play it. If I find the name, I will let you know, because that might also be something you're interested in. But like I have a very low frustration tolerance with video games. So if I get stuck on a case, I just walk away. I don't want to finish the game. I'm such a whiny little baby when it comes to that. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not good at it immediately. We're done. The Happy Hills Homicide. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. It is quite graphic and gory in pixel art. But if you're a fan of like horror movies and slasher films, it's the same kind of storytelling style or vibe as Dark Side Detective, just a different like genre of film that it's riffing on. You had Mr. Sai do one of the puzzles for you yesterday because I couldn't get it. Yeah, there was one where I was doing it and Toot was watching me and she was straight up being like, have you tried looking over here? Of course I've tried. Oh, okay. Never mind. And I'm very much not like a brute forcer in that kind of game. Like if I will sit there and stare at the puzzle before trying it instead of just trying it and see what happens. As you guys might have noticed when I was playing Yono. Those friggin' sliding ice puzzles. So yes, we're putting Dark Side Detective patterns on the pattern suggestion list. It grows. But really, the new software I'm using, it is a paid software. I got a copy of it for my birthday. But a lot of the, like, I was using Stitch Fiddle for my own personal use, which was great because then I could just like export the PDF and be done with it. But when you're selling PDFs, there's a lot more work you have to do, you know, doing a cover page and figuring out dimensions and doing the legend and like just making sure it's a polished, finished product. And this program actually does quite a lot of that for me. I still need to work with it a little bit because I want it to have my own flavor and my own vibe. But I was like, oh, wow, this is going to save a lot of time and effort when it comes to actually turning my pattern into a product. It doesn't save much time in the design phase, just in the getting the design out to other people phase. So I'm really excited to play with that a little bit more. If I can get the cats to stop sleeping on my mouse pad between me and my keyboard. Of course. Is that going to happen, Bells? No? I feel like I should just start a channel in the Discord for like cross-stitch suggestions. Video and cross-stitch pattern suggestions. Maybe like a Google form. As soon as you have an idea, just drop it in there. Like a suggestion box. Van Basil likes that idea. Videos you want to see, cross-stitch patterns you want me to make, stream themes. Vamhaza asks, have you heard of the game V Rising? It just got fully released on Steam and wondered if anyone played it. I have not. The name sounds vaguely familiar. Is it vampire related? I don't do much gaming myself. And I tend to do like cozy farming sim type games. But yeah, I think I saw a trailer for it or something like that. Really? Vampaza loves vampires? Just teasing. We love. Yeah, there's definitely a few games where I would genre hop just for the subject matter. Like one of them is Bigfoot. I kind of want to play Bigfoot. I would be terrible at it, but I still kind of want to play it just because I love cryptids. There are a few games on my wish list that are just so far out of my usual realm of what I play, just because of the subject matter or like one specific thing. All right, friends. Well, let's tick off what I've done and I'll give you the update. But it is 8:30, so we are going to wrap up. Okay, I have 121 stitches left to do before bed. I got 70 stitches done in 40 minutes. It's not bad at all. So Toot is going to put up some links in both chats if you want to check us out everywhere. Tori says, woo, time to go. Got chores to do. See ya. See ya, Tori. Thank you so much for dropping by. I'm so glad you were able to join us today. Here, I'll put Bella a little bit on screen for you guys. So yes, check out the Discord. The Discord's the best place to get all the news and updates about the stream. If I have to cancel for any reason or make any changes to the schedule, the Discord's the first place we go. And like I said, it's just full of awesome people who are there to hang out with you, swap pet pics. Wanna posted some amazing pictures today of the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis over Germany. So cool. So definitely go check those out. If you are in the Discord, if you're not in the Discord, go join the Discord and then go check out those amazing updates. I do stream twice a week on both Twitch and YouTube. So if you're currently on YouTube and you want to head over to Twitch and follow there, if you're currently on Twitch and you want to head over to YouTube and subscribe there, please do so. You can find all of my links in the link tree. They're everywhere. They're in the link tree. They're in my bios. They're here. They're there. I'm the Cozy DH everywhere. Big shout out to Titty for the resub today, and as well as Toot for modding for me. Always the best bot. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've forgotten. The most recent video up on the YouTube channel was podcast number 6, which came out on Wednesday. The next one up on the YouTube is going to be probably my knitting video on this coming Wednesday, and we're going to be doing 2 streams next week. Other than that, thank you so much for joining us. This was a great chill way to kick off the weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I hope you got a lot of relaxing in. If you were working on a project, I hope you got a lot done on your project. So what we're going to do is we are going to have everybody on Twitch say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. And everybody on YouTube say goodbye to everybody on Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, goodbye. And we are going to end the stream over on YouTube. All right. So YouTube, my friends, I will see you in the Discord. I will see you on Twitch. I'll see you in the videos. And as always, I will see you in my heart. All right. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube.